Hey, paying attention?
No.
Hey, welcome back, Redesigners. We are here. Wow, what a gem this is. We are in the Poconos, Carrie.
Ooh,
and
romantic.
It not only is it romantic, even though we don't have the jacuzzi tub shaped like a heart, what we do have is, well, we're on the Appalachian Trail. Not the trail, but we're on Appalachian Trail, and that's how you know you're home. Come on over here, then we'll get out of the sun. We are in the Poconos, as we had stated, but we are also, it's Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. We are in the Poconos, and we are at Timothy Lake South, not to be confused with Timothy Lake North, but Timothy Lake South, which is a Thousand Trails property. And the road that we are on, up on the hill here, this road right out in front of you, is Appalachian Trail. Now, what's funny about this is a couple of things. One is we make our way north to surprise our children and say, hey, here we are, you're gonna have to deal with us, right? We chose this place because it was that halfway point between Pennsylvania Dutch country and where we're gonna meet them in Vermont. But wow, we were shocked. Now, we read the reviews online that says get there early because, you know, ooh, there's only like 2 sites in the whole park that are good. Boy, were they wrong. This whole place is fantastic. We are up on the hill, so with us, internet is great. You are, if you're working remote, you are going to need Starlink. Verizon does get the bill, you know, does fit the bill here if you have a booster. But again, you know, whatever. We'll do a full review later because today really is all about hiking and a couple of little maintenance things. But we're in Site 10. And you look at this and you go, wow, how did you score on the hill on a Saturday nonetheless? Well, very simply, this electrical box right here had a couple of wasp nests inside, or hornets or something like that, and they were all abuzz right here. What we had heard from the neighbors was that people had backed into this site, opened up the electrical box and said, I'm all set, and they took off. Well, fortunately for us, I'm not afraid of a couple of bee stings or wasp stings or whatever, and we just plugged away and here we are, and it's been the ideal spot for us. Now, a couple of things to note about this. Not only are we in love with this place, but we also realized that we were here just like a year ago. Not this particular campground.
No.
We actually stayed at the KOA, Delaware Water Gap, which is, you know, down the road a little bit. And we hiked quite a bit of a section up here and fell in love with this area, and here we are again, and we just couldn't believe how close we were. I'll leave a link to that KOA because if you're not a Thousand Trails member, that might be something you want to look out because they were amazing there as well. But Carrie,
what? I'm
turning this back to you. I haven't done this since Key West, but I wanted to thank you.
Okay.
Because as we go with our struggles over the black tank, which we're not going to talk about today, but we're going to talk about the hot water heater issues we've been having.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours, and we have no hot water.
And we get that infamous E5 error code.
Right.
Well, Carrie, you solved this.
On accident.
On accident, or even if it was on purpose. Basically just explain what happened, because I'm still shocked that this actually worked.
Stop it. Well, as usual, I'm flipping through Facebook looking at, you know, help because we have this E5 error thing. And it came up where this gentleman put these little screens on for insects. So I thought, okay, there's a big hole there, there's rain getting in there, these holes aren't so big, maybe it might stop it a little bit. Bob says to me, Carrie, really? Like, that's not gonna do anything. Well, I'm gonna use your words against you now, Bob, right? You throw a little money at it, you can fix anything. $12 later, we have fixed it.
For the record, as I jump back in here, for the record, a 2-pack of those was $14 at Camping World. But like Carrie said, it did solve our problem. We've had torrential downpour the last day of PA Dutch, and also when we got here last night, the skies just opened up and downpoured. And well, long and behold, we had hot water this morning. It's a great thing.
I had forgotten all about it, honestly.
So I happened to realize it because I needed to take a shower. Now, we are going to go for a hike today, but we're not going to do one of those big long hikes because, well, we're just not in the mood for that today. But we are going to go check out one of the area waterfalls. If you've never been to the Poconos before, as we get adjusted back here to the under the awning, there's tons of waterfalls here. You could spend $17 a person to go to a farm and then go hike,
Yeah.
or there's a couple of options for some free ones. We're going to take the free ones today.
Dingman's Creek.
Dingman's Creek.
Dingman's Fall Creek.
Well, we're going to take you along with us. We're going to show you what we can of that, and then we'll come back here and we'll tell you whatever else we decided to share with you. So stick around. And I can't believe you spoke. I didn't even have to ask you today.
No, you didn't.
Boy, you guys are really good, because you're getting a hell of a lot more out of her than I was able to on these whole videos. So we applaud you and all your nice comments towards Gary. While we're at it,
I'm still nervous.
hey, you know what? You want to make her not nervous? Smash that like button. Let Gary know how much you love her. We'll call you back in just a couple of minutes. Or we'll see you in a couple of minutes.
I was making my way across town, trying to get to you. I've been keeping my phone on no sound, facing you out, that's true. Now I get butterflies just thinking about your eyes, and that can't be all bad. Things came up, things went down, maybe turn back around. My spider sense screaming that I'm mad. A big storm blew up, a hurricane right in my coffee cup, carried me far, far away, and that's why I couldn't make it today to a coffee shop date. I must admit to some X-rated thoughts of what I'd like to do to you. So I guess I can see how bad it burns playing you for a fool. So I pick up the phone, dial your number on the code to set things straight. Things come up, things go down, maybe turn back around. My spider sense screaming that I'm mad. A big storm blew up, a hurricane right in my coffee cup, carried me far, far away, and that's why I couldn't make it today.
So this is Dingman Falls. Now, we spoke to the park ranger before coming in and said, hey, can we film for a little YouTube channel? And he said, no, as long as you don't have a full-on production crew, you're fine. Well, we'll find out if we end up in prison for filming this waterfall, but that is the waterfall behind us. Absolutely amazing. Highly recommend if you're in the area, check it out. Now we gotta get back to the truck, because that parking lot is jam-packed. We want to give somebody else the thrill of seeing this ourselves.
You can hike to the top of it. There's stairs that you can go to the top.
All the way up. It's only like 400 stairs, you'll be fine. Okay, it's a couple of days later, and I just realized that in addition to all the craziness that's been going on, I forgot to hit the record button, and I've been talking to a camera for the past 10 minutes or so, and have no clue what's going on. But it is a couple of days later from the waterfall, and a couple of things I want to say real quick is, one, we checked before you guys beat me up on the way out of the national park. We asked again if it was okay that we film this. We asked somebody totally different, so we're going to put this up on our YouTube channel, and they said absolutely, as long as you're not making a commercial movie, you're good. So we're going to leave it at that, and we're going to leave it in the video. But the thing that we did notice, Gary,
What?
that waterfall was beautiful. We hiked all the stairs all the way to the top.
Yep.
And get this, we also found out, we have to go this way because someone's playing music, and I don't want a copyright strike. We also found out that we were the only couple there. And by only couple, we mean there was nobody who was singular by themselves. There was nobody with just two people. There was only groups of people. And we said, oh my God, did we miss something? Was it group day at the waterfall? And no, it was just simply, we're the only couple that were out there. We have no friends. And then that made me wonder, and Carrie wonder, well, does that make us loners? Are we weird? So we kind of want to know from you guys. You know, we read all the time in the Facebook forums and all the Reddit, subreddits and everything else about this life and how everybody makes all these friends. Are we the only ones that are avoiding people? Yeah.
Avoiding them.
Oh,
so
we're
much.
avoiding you. Oh, absolutely. No, in all seriousness, if you see us out there filming, by all means, come on up and say hello. Doesn't mean we're going to be lifelong friends. Doesn't mean we're going to be texting buddies.
We're not going to snub you either.
She won't.
No, I
I
won't.
might. But sometimes
Ooh.
just know,
Flat tire.
she has stepped on my foot. Just know that if I snub you, it's nothing personal. Sometimes I just can't see or I can't hear you. I'm old after all. But on a serious note, we're here, still in the Poconos. We're here at Timothy Lake South, which I definitely want to do a review from here. But oh my God, Carrie, the other thing about being loners, and this is what it makes us even more amazing, as much as loners as we are, you guys continue to amaze us. You continue to follow us. You continue to subscribe to the channels. You continue to follow Carrie on Facebook, a little plug, and follow her on Instagram. You guys are just amazing. We're just two 50-somethings with a YouTube channel, made videos for our kids, and I think this is great.
I was going to say, don't make them not want to be part of that. Just talk them out of it.
No, but this is what's great about what this community has become.
Yeah.
When we started this channel, again, just making videos for the kids, kind of being goofy, right? And then when we went full time, we decided, hey, wow, we like making these videos and we're going to keep pushing it and pushing it a little more. We're going to put a little more time in there, invest a little money in better equipment, stuff like that, right? And then our numbers have like tripled. We just found out here in the Poconos, we just found out 2,900 of you guys and ladies have subscribed to this channel. That's amazing. And normally you see YouTubers high-fiving each other going, hey, we did it. Well, we didn't do anything. We didn't do squat. You guys did. And we're just amazed. That's not blowing smoke. That's just real heartfelt honesty. We sit back every day and we go, we can't believe the amount of feedback that we get and the conversations and glimpses into other people's lives because they found us organically. Which brings me to another thing. We've been approached by quite a few channels to do collaborations, and well, we haven't. And again, I gotta be careful with his son. Keeps playing peekaboo with us. Well, we'll go back down the hill.
Oh my gosh.
So here's our feelings on collaborations. At one point, we want to do something to give back to YouTube, right? Because making it past that 1,000 subscriber mark and getting people to come back is very difficult. It's very hard to be seen when you're an ant in a land full of giants, right? And we like to do something along that nature. And that's something we're working on behind the scenes. But as far as like collaborations with other channels to grow our own channel, while we're respectfully declining, we're doing this because our whole approach to YouTube from the beginning is just organic growth. We don't pay for subs. We don't use marketing things for subs. We don't accept sponsorships from companies that have sponsored other people's videos because we don't want to piggyback on somebody else's success. And that's important to Carrie and I, that this remains an organic feel to it, because it's one thing to say that you have a whole bunch of subscribers, right? And it's another thing to say, wow, all of these people chose to be with you because, well, you're you.
Right.
And that's pretty cool. And again, this is all because of you. I'm rambling, but you get the point. We're happy, we're doing this, but we also think we're a little crazy because we're not making friends on the road. Because we just go the extra mile to not make friends. I don't know. What do you think about all this?
I think you're nuts sometimes, but that's okay.
And guess
He's just as friendly as anyone. Don't let him fool you.
I am not friendly, but Carrie
You
seems to think I
really
am.
are.
But no, it's one of those things, right? Like when you're on the road and sometimes you're, especially with me, I work full time, right? So I'm constantly, if I go outside, it's only during the day, it's a limited amount of time. And I don't really have time I don't. I'm on a lunch break or whatever, and I'm just trying to get something done and back inside to get my work done. And maybe later on, that's fine. But I don't have time for, like, some of y'all talk a lot. Like,
Really?
so what we'd like to know is, what's your take on this? If you're full-time already, or even if you just go camping on the weekends, are you one that likes to get out there and mix it up with everybody and say, you know, hey, tell me your life story and I want to get to know everything? Or are you the kind of person that just says, hey, leave me the hell alone. I'm trying to have some
Yeah.
quiet time here.
Well, being like from our small town in New Hampshire, so when we were working, it was, you know, we'd say hello to the occasional neighbor, but when we had to go grocery shopping or Walmart or something, it was like head down, incognito, AirPod things if you had to, pretend that you were on the phone, because I've done that.
Yeah.
Just
and I
because
still do.
sometimes it's just, but out here is different, I think.
And it is funny because I do meet a lot of people. Because one thing about doing this now, when we started full time, we made a decision not to put advertising on our rig.
Mm-hmm.
We had it when we were part-timers on our Winnebago, and it kind of draws a little bit of attention. Now, there's been times that Carrie and I have been spotted, and we know that you know who we are. And there's that moment of like, oh boy, is that them? And, you know, but there's been just random times where, especially with Starlink, people want to come by and they want to talk to you. And I don't always necessarily have the time to do it. Sometimes I feel bad. But if it's somebody who's a subscriber or something, I'll definitely take the time to sit and chat.
In Splash, for instance, when we were at Splash,
Yeah.
because you named our internet, our YouTube channel.
Yeah, one way to find out if
So
are
we
in-
had, I mean, and there's still a lady that I still keep in touch with because she's from the area I grew up in. But you did that.
Now,
You put us out there like that.
there's one way to know if we're in a campground with you, is that you search the Wi-Fi. If you find Life Redesigned YouTube, then you know we're here. Other than that, we keep pretty low key. But yeah, it's just funny. Like, there are some people that just really like to, you know, whatever. I will say this, doing this consistently for the past couple of years now, and especially being full-time, there's nothing like campgrounds as far as people being friendly. Because everywhere we go, my God, people say hello to us. more
And
than-
willing to help if you need it,
Absolutely.
which is weird. Like,
Absolutely.
it's just, it's different for us.
But speaking of different, I think this whole video has been different. It's been a little all over the place.
It has.
But we have nervous energy as we go to see the kids. So
Oh my gosh, I can't sleep.
that's that. But, well, as I slip Penelope here, or Mickey, to get her to sleep, we'll cut the video here for Life Redesigned. I am Bob,
I'm Carrie.
and we will catch you in the next one.